today on Good Morning Maine. Drunk driving was the cause of a car versus plow truck crash on Route 2 over the weekend. Plus, tax inspectors are going around Bangor to reevaluate homes. And Lincoln has a new police chief. We'll learn about his goals for the town. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith and thank you for tuning in this morning. Let's start off this Monday morning with a look at that forecast. With a look at that forecast with Devin Biggs.
Alrighty, Emma, thank you very much. Happy Monday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by SR1 Companies. Visit SR1 in Herman, Turner, Manchester, and at our newest location, 485 Main Street in Orono. We have the best prices on trailers, campers, tractors, heavy equipment, and more. SR1 Companies, where New England's largest selection meets unbeatable prices. Here we go. This morning, we have a small crowd advisory in the southwestern parts of the state, and that will last until 7 a.m. as we head towards your Tuesday. Some active surf will be common from time to time in that area. But otherwise, not looking too bad this morning. Clouds are passing through. We might see a few flurries as well throughout the morning period, with a few peaks of sunshine here or there today as well. Let's zoom things out. Not looking too bad. Just a little wave of energy tracking from the southwest to the north and east. So again, a few flurries today. Otherwise, a mixture of clouds and some sunshine. So futurecast showing that break in the clouds. Otherwise, a few flurries possible. More snow on the way later on tonight, and also as we head towards your Tuesday. The wind's rather quiet today and again for tonight, but once we head towards your Tuesday, the winds may pick up just a little bit with a few gusts up to 15 miles per hour at times. Your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period showing a mostly cloudy sky to even a partly cloudy sky at times with a few flurries possible. Temperatures warming into the 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Emma?
Thank you, Devin. We'll have a look at that full 5-day a little later on. Alcohol was a factor in a wrong-way collision between an SUV and a plow truck over the weekend. An SUV driven by 53-year-old Mary Fournier of Skowhegan collided head-on with a Maine Department of Transportation plow truck on Saturday night. According to the Morning Sentinel, it was near the intersection of where Route 2 meets Malbon's Mills Road that Fournier was seen driving on the wrong side of the road, causing her to collide with the plow truck that was loaded with sand. Skowhegan police determined Fournier was intoxicated at the time of the crash. She was taken to the Reddington Fairview General Hospital in Skowhegan to be treated for minor injuries and was issued a summons for operating under the influence and failing to maintain her lane. The driver of the state plow truck was not treated for injuries. In other news, expletives were hurled during a heated meeting about minimum catch size limits for Maine lobsters on Thursday. The Maine Department of Marine Resources commissioner directed a 4-letter word at a man who accused him of selling out to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, also known as NOAA. The exchange happened on the same day that Patrick Kelleher, the commissioner, withdrew a proposed rule to increase the minimum size requirements. The Atlantic States Marine Fisheries Commission originally said increasing the minimum lobster size would help stop the decline of baby lobsters. But opponents have argued that the rule change would have given Canadian lobstermen an unfair advantage, as they would have not been impacted by the change. At the hearing on Thursday, Kelleher announced his agency would withdraw the rule pending new stock survey data and include fishermen in data collection. He also said Maine lobstermen will be included in crafting any future conservation strategies designed to protect stock levels in the Gulf of Maine. In other news, Governor Mills has unveiled her new proposed budget for her final 2 years in office. The governor says this budget was one of the hardest ones yet. Our Augusta reporter Corey Bichard has the story.
Speaking at a press conference on Friday, Governor Janet Mills unveiled 2 new budget proposals. One for her biennial budget for fiscal years 26 and 27, and one for a supplemental budget to continue funding for the state through the rest of our current fiscal year. According to the governor, both have the goal of eliminating our current budget shortfall.
The biennial budget proposal is balanced, first of all. It maintains critical investments in Maine people. And at the same time, the budget proposal was also one of the most difficult we've had to deal with.
Difficult, she says, because state revenues have flattened after being propped up for the last few years due to federal pandemic funding. Governor Mills adds there are certain priorities that have to remain funded and are non-negotiable.
More than half of the entire state budget goes to health care and education.
Governor Mills says that increased cost for main care, as well as increased costs surrounding the state-funded school lunch program, are several factors that made them have to take a hard look at cost-cutting measures. She says every department had to figure out how to reduce costs, but one department was hit especially hard, Maine's largest department, DHHS.
In fact, my proposal reduces our expenses in some areas, raises targeted but not broad-based revenues, and it adjusts programs in many other different ways to save money.
Governor Mills says the programs she is looking to cut are ones passed in the last legislative session that haven't been fully implemented yet in order to minimize disruptions. One of the ways to raise enough revenue to maintain her currently proposed budget would be to increase Maine's cigarette tax and add several additional taxes, something opposed by Maine Republicans.
There's 4 new taxes. There's a pension tax, a streaming tax, a tobacco tax, and a cannabis tax, all in there. It looks like there's a plan to stiff the hospitals by stopping reimbursement rates from increasing with inflation, and the addition of 250 new state positions, which was kind of shocking to us.
The budget now heads to the Appropriations and Financial Affairs Committee to hold a number of different public hearings before the budget is voted on by the full legislature in the coming months. At the State House, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Data collectors from KRT Appraisal are inspecting over 11,000 properties in the city of Bangor. According to City of Bangor assessor Philip Drew, he says this is the first round of inspections in 40 years for Bangor, and it will wrap up in June of 2026. Residents should be receiving postcards that notify them when collectors are coming to their property.
The important thing to remember with this is that this data is not just used for 1 year, it's used for many years. So if it's inaccurate in the beginning, it's going to be inaccurate for a long time.
Drew says roughly a third of residents will see a tax decrease, while a third will see no change, and a third will see an increase, depending on previous and current information. The trial between the city of Bangor and the owners of the Bangor Mall concluded in court on Friday. With no final ruling issued, the case is still ongoing. Our Doug Banks was there Friday evening, and here are those details.
Inside a Penobscot Judicial Center courtroom Friday was the second and final day of the hearing between the City of Bangor and the owners of the Bangor Mall, Namdar Realty Group. On the stand Friday were the city's fire inspector, the city's building inspector, and Daniel Giannini, a legal advisor for Namdar. City Solicitor David Suschek questioned Giannini about the accusations found in both lawsuits the city filed against the mall owners, which accused Namdar of multiple code violations, including failing to maintain the mall's sign, parking lot, roof, and a stormwater pipe that allegedly led to E. coli contaminating nearby retention ponds and Pinjajawak Stream. According to Amanda Smith, Bangor's Water Quality Management Director's testimony on Thursday, when a Namdar contractor went to install a bypass to prevent raw sewage from entering a sinkhole, Namdar instructed the contractor to stop. According to Giannini, they wanted the break fixed, but because the contractor did not go through the proper process to work on it and also charged the realty group around $60,000 to complete it, they ordered the contractor to stop and knew the city would step in to finish it, accepting that they'll reimburse the city, which Smith said is around $38,000. Giannini says he became aware of the mall's roof leaking water into the building when he was hired in July and stated that he knows the leaks are still prevalent and called it an ongoing battle. He also called repairing the parking lot an ongoing battle, stating Namdar has invested around $750,000 into the mall since acquiring it 5 years ago and said it would take around $26 million to repave the entire lot. Giannini made himself available for the media following Friday's hearing and spoke to the future of the mall.
It's important that everybody be in the same mindset, which I think they will be. Business owners are interested in making business. And if we can convince them that restructuring the mall itself and redeveloping it is going to bring them more business, I would like to think they're going to be cooperative.
With no ruling issued at the end of Friday's hearing, here's what happens next. The city of Bangor has 2 weeks to submit its closing arguments. Then Namdar has 2 weeks to submit its closing arguments. Then the city has a week to submit their reply. Then the judge will issue his ruling in writing to both parties. There is no timeline for when that ruling will be made public.
And that was Doug Banks reporting. A section of Broadway in Bangor will be reduced to 1 lane for a few days this week due to construction on the bridge that carries I-95 traffic over Broadway. According to the Maine Department of Transportation, traffic will be narrowed beginning Wednesday and extending through Friday. This will take effect between the hours of 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Maine DOT says this is to allow for crews to perform excavation of the western abutment for the new bridge. Traffic on I-95 is not expected to be impacted. A single eastbound traffic lane will be maintained, and there will be 2 lanes open for westbound traffic. Construction for this multi-million-dollar bridge replacement project began in June of 2023 and is scheduled to be complete by late 2026. All right, the time now is 6:11. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, a group gathered in Augusta over the weekend to protest human rights violations at a prison camp. We'll hear from them. But before we go, let's take another quick look at that forecast. Mostly cloudy today. We may see a few flurries as the day goes on. High of 32 degrees. Dropping down to a low of 20 overnight. We'll see some snow showers overnight. Those clouds are going to continue into tomorrow, where we'll see some snow showers. High of 31 degrees for your Tuesday. We'll be right back.
Okay, this is for every woman over 30 or 40 or 50. You listening? Why aren't women allowed to get old? Well, this morning, Brooke Shields is here, and she's holding nothing back. Plus, Kiki Palmer live reuniting with Michael this week on GMA.
Frisky's World.
Come on, let's explore.
That's made with real salmon.
Look what I found. Little soups for cats.
There's the delicious taste of tuna we treasure.
Definitely coming back tomorrow.
Friskies, always more to explore.
Welcome to Residential Roofers, your trusted local contractor for over 30 years. From groundwork to roofing, siding, windows, and doors, we've been transforming homes and businesses with premium craftsmanship and materials. We understand the value of your investment. That's why we're committed to your complete satisfaction, whether it's enhancing curb appeal or improving functionality. Ready to bring your vision to life? Call us today for a no-obligation free estimate at 991-1502. Trust your home to Residential Roofers.
Oversharing can be weird.
How you doing, buddy? I'm more excited than a mosquito flying into a nudist colony.
Weekdays at 9 on ABC 7.
Real's celebrating its golden anniversary, and it's your chance at home to win $50,000.
It's a lot of money.
Enter at realoffortune.com.
Weekdays at 7 on ABC 7.
Saturday marked 23 years of the Guantanamo Bay prison being open. A group gathered in Augusta on Saturday to advocate for its closure, citing over 2 decades of human rights violations. Our Callie Warren has the story.
Guantanamo. They say the treatment is torturous and inhumane.
Depravity, unconscionable arrogance.
Multiple human rights advocates gathered in Augusta on Saturday to call for the closure of the Guantanamo Bay Detention Center.
As we call upon President Biden to close Guantanamo once and for all.
Frank Panopoulos is an attorney who represents a Guantanamo prisoner
who was held in Guantanamo for 18 years and was released just 3 weeks ago.
With no charges or formal sentence. He says many prisoners from Guantanamo have been held without charges.
Of the 780 prisoners who went through Guantanamo, 15 were charged with war crimes. The rest were held without charge.
And were not subject to due process.
And the ones that are charged were to face military commission trials. Those military commissions have been held unconstitutional twice by the Supreme Court.
Organizers say 85% of Guantanamo prisoners were sold to the U.S. for a bounty.
In many cases, they were taken for a bounty after 9/11.
And of the almost 800 people held at the prison, only 15 remain behind bars.
Now finally we have only 15 remaining poor souls have been down there.
Attendees are calling for the freedom of those 15.
Let them go home, let them go home today.
Which includes 3 people already cleared for release.
And they've lost family, they've lost opportunity for employment, so they're really starting over.
In Augusta, Callie Warren, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The current president of St. Joseph Healthcare, Mary Priblo, will retire from her role effective May of this year. According to an announcement, Priblo has led St. Joseph and served the community for 14 years. During her tenure, she had a significant role in establishing the Community Care Partnership of Maine, an organization dedicated to improving the collective health of Maine communities. Also under her leadership, the Sexual Assault and Forensic Examiner, or SAFE nursing program was developed, which ensures victims have 24/7 access to special trained nursing staff. Priblo will continue to work with St. Joe's as the Chief Research and Innovation Officer for their Accountable Care organization. In a statement, she said, in part, quote, "While bittersweet to be stepping away from the role of president, I am looking forward to pursuing this next chapter of my career, and I'm grateful to have the opportunity to remain connected to St. Joe's through this work." The Lincoln Police Department has a new chief. Our Callie Warren sat down with him to find out how he's navigating the change.
It's exciting just because everything's so new. And
this is Lee Miller.
Being able to try to help the town of Lincoln and help the police officers here.
He's a father, husband, youth hockey coach, and cattle farmer.
So I tell people we have the 2 most expensive hobbies ever, hockey and showing cows. So
his newest role in life started on Monday, police chief for the town of Lincoln. Though he's only a week in, Chief Miller says he's excited to serve the Lincoln community.
This is a fun job, so I mean it's something that's going to be exciting, and I'm looking forward to it.
Miller comes to Lincoln with 18 years of experience.
I started there in 2006
in the Old Town Police Department.
I thought it was kind of time for a new adventure.
And he says he's settling into the new position.
My main job is to make sure that people are supported here. Like that's my job, is to make sure that we have the right equipment, the staff has what they need to do the job.
He even has a parting gift from his Old Town crew.
I just haven't put it up yet.
To adorn his new office.
Yeah, so basically it's display coins and stuff on that, so it's pretty cool they did that for me.
Chief Miller says he's looking forward to getting to know the community and that his door is always open.
I'm always here, my door's always open. If you want to stop by and you have something to discuss or you think we need to address an issue, we can certainly look at that.
In Lincoln, Callie Warren, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
All right, the time now is 6:18. After the break, snowmobile season is off to a rocky start. Quite literally, we'll hear how far they are away from ideal snow conditions. Plus that local forecast coming up on Good Morning Maine.
Goose River Farm and Meat Store is conveniently located on Route 3 across from Hammond Lumber in Belfast. They have a wide selection of meat and poultry, including beef, pork, lamb, chicken, duck, rabbit, and turkey. Open Tuesday through Saturday. Rowell's Garage has been serving customers in the greater Dover-Foxcroft region since 1946. Our goal is not just selling you a vehicle, but also giving you quality service to maintain your vehicle at peak performance. Browse our inventory online or in person. Whether it's a car, truck, or SUV, we can put you in the vehicle that is right for you. Sales, service, and parts. Rowell's Garage, doing business the right way every day.
Ghirardelli Intense Dark. Bold. Rich. Intensely delicious dark chocolate. Ghirardelli Intense Dark. Makes life a bite better.
Did he lose his shirt?
I've never seen anybody lose their shirt.
I guess deny and delay didn't work today. Now look at him.
Who's the law firm?
The law offices of Joe Bornstein.
If you've been injured in an accident, call Joe. The law offices of Joe Bornstein. Maine lawyers working for Maine people.
Tell the insurance company you mean business.
According to snowmobile experts, this season has had a rocky start due to weather and trail conditions, but many are hopeful that a few more snowfalls might salvage the season. Our Grace Blanchard shares more.
It's been a tough start for the snowmobile season.
Well, it's been a disaster, actually. I mean, to be frank, it's one of those winters, unfortunately. You know, we're a few weeks behind, but hopefully Mother Nature will pick up and give us what we need.
Even with the latest snowfall, Alan Sweat with the Maine Snowmobile Association says most trails need at least 6 to 8 inches to create ideal conditions.
It has been brown grass and you know, no snow in a lot of the southern areas. The western areas have pretty good snow cover, but that's where all the riding is going, so it's getting kind of wore out fast.
Sweat says it impacts more than just the riders. It creates challenges for the businesses that rely on snowmobile tourism this time of year.
They count on us to take them through the seasons, through the winter, into the springtime for the spring folks to four-wheeler and bicycle and fish and so on and so forth. And it's been pretty bad for everybody.
But Sweat says all hope hasn't been lost for this season.
We've had some really nice cold weather, and that's frozen things up. So we've got a good frozen base.
A lot of trails are still recovering from washouts and damage from storms over the last couple seasons. So he encourages all riders to approach each trail with caution.
Just be safe out there, you know, cool it, calm down, enjoy our scenery, watch the wildlife, enjoy the hospitality from our supporting businesses, thank the landowner, and stay on marked trails.
Grace Blanchard, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Cool it, he says, and thank the landowner. That's good advice. I like it. All right, the time now is 6:22. Time to get a full look at that forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs. And the good news is we are slowly accumulating some more snow.
Alrighty, Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by SR1 Companies. Visit SR1 in Herman, Turner, Manchester, and at our newest location, 485 Main Street in Orono. We have the best prices on trailers, campers, tractors, heavy equipment, and more. SR1 Companies, where New England's largest selection meets unbeatable prices. Here we go this morning, a small crowd advisory across the southwestern parts of the state, and that will last until about 7 a.m. as we head towards your Tuesday. Some after surf will be possible in that area at times. Let's check in on the wave heights right now. 2 to 4 feet, not too bad out there, but notice farther out towards sea, around 9 to 10 foot wave heights have been observed from time to time. So of course, we'll keep an eye on the wave heights as it does develop. We do have some clouds developing, tracking from the southwest and going toward the north and east. A few flurries have been greeting us as well. We'll also have some sunshine peeking out later on today too, as we're watching this little wave of energy tracking from the southwest and going to the north and east, but meanwhile some rain developing across the southern parts of the U.S. this morning. Futurecast moving forward, a mostly cloudy sky with a few flurries possible today. Some sunshine may peek out from time to time too. More clouds moving later on this afternoon and also into the evening time frame with snow on the way overnight. And also as we head towards your Tuesday, we'll watch for on and off snow showers again throughout Tuesday before it starts to back off Tuesday night and the parts of your Wednesday. So let's talk about snow accumulation. Not a whole lot on the way, maybe around an inch before we're all finished up throughout Tuesday. Maybe a few spots getting close to 2 inches, but otherwise that's about it. Nothing too crazy on the way for us in the snowfall department. But today the winds are quiet, and the winds will remain quiet later on tonight. But once we get towards tomorrow, the winds may pick up a little bit with a few gusts getting close to 15, maybe 20 miles per hour at times. But otherwise, your forecast coming up for today showing lower 30s, mostly cloudy, a few flurries on the way from time to time. And yes, we'll also see some sunshine as well, with the wind overall looking nice and calm. Tonight, 20 degrees under a mostly cloudy sky, some snow showers on the way, with the wind overall looking nice and calm. And for tomorrow, lower 30s, mostly cloudy, snow showers on and off again. That west wind at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Some higher gusts cannot be ruled out. Let's check out your extended forecast brought to you by SR1 Companies. Partly cloudy on Wednesday with highs in the mid-20s. Increasing clouds on Thursday with highs in the low 20s and low 30s for your Friday under a partly cloudy sky.
Gun Sports and Brewer knows that for fun, exercise, and meeting new friends, nothing is better than ice skating. Whether it's sailing down the ice, making a great pass, and scoring in a game of hockey, or the grace, strength, and expression of figure skating. From the youngest child all the way to adulthood, anyone can enjoy the fun of skating. At Gun Sports, we supply the equipment for your skating fun for great prices, the proper fit, and service after the sale. Shop your locally owned Gun Sports Shop, Greenpoint Road in Brewer.
You come alive in the dead of winter and start work early on snow days, because snowed in is not an option. The Kubota Snow lineup of compact tractors, RTVs, and versatile attachments are built to move, plow, blow, and thrive in the winter. So when the snow falls, you could rise to meet it. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months, plus save up to $300.
Available at Doors Equipment, 1468 Outer Hammond Street, Bangor.
What I've learned over my 17 years in pharmacy is that every medication has the potential to affect every person differently. That was evident with my own mother. The medications were hindering her ability to think quickly. It did feel a little premature to stop driving, but it was the right thing to do. My message to Mainers would be never doubt the potential side effects. Talk to a loved one about your ability to drive safely.
This year, Versant Power celebrates 100 years of service to customers. The times have changed, but Versant's commitment to providing safe, reliable electricity still holds true. They've helped our communities grow and prosper, powering homes and businesses through the years. Their team is always there when you need them most, in the field and behind the scenes. Then, now, and into the future.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Amazon's Try Before You Buy service is shutting down. The e-commerce company says its program for Prime members to try clothing items before they purchase it will close permanently on January 31st. The service launched in 2018 for Prime members to test out various clothing brands, including ones owned by Amazon. The company says the program now only works for a limited selection of products, and its artificial intelligence tools are more helpful for users on deciding what to buy. Millions of people on TikTok are eagerly waiting for a Supreme Court ruling on whether the app will be banned in the United States. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio reports some business owners don't have the luxury of waiting.
This morning, social media users are waiting for a Supreme Court ruling that could decide the fate of TikTok. A majority of the justices during arguments Friday seemed likely to uphold a law banning the app in less than a week. Creators are now pleading with fans to follow them elsewhere.
Go follow me. You can find me on other platforms.
President-elect Trump has promised to save the video sharing app, and there are a few ways that could potentially happen. Trump could order the Justice Department not to enforce the ban, but tech companies may not feel comfortable breaking the law. Trump could also push Congress to repeal the law, but it passed with broad bipartisan support. There's also a possibility of a sale.
I think we offer a very compelling package to ByteDance.
Shark Tank star Kevin O'Leary and a group of investors have offered to buy the app's U.S. assets from its Chinese parent company. But the owners have said a sale is a non-starter. Still, some users are holding out hope.
New information comes out every single day. I don't really know who to believe, so I'm not believing any of it.
Even if the ban does go through, it does not mean the app will vanish from your phone. But you won't be able to get software updates, and internet hosting companies are not allowed to keep offering their services to TikTok, so your feed may not show new videos. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
This morning, evacuation orders remain in place for areas devastated by the ongoing fires in California. Firefighters and others are doing what they can. Fox News correspondent Connor Hansen has more from Los Angeles County.
There's still heat. You're not going to see a lot of flame activity out there.
The scope of several major wildfires burning in Southern California is changing as the battles press on. Crews are trying to bolster containment of the Palisades, Eaton, and Hearst fires, focusing on extinguishing remaining hotspots before dangerous Santa Ana winds are expected to strengthen throughout today. The National Weather Service issuing red flag warnings through Wednesday.
These fires started amidst conditions where the winds were gusting to levels of 80, 90, 100 miles an hour.
Firefighters fear elevated winds could cause thousands of already charred structures to flare up again. This comes as crews searching the burned areas are recovering more who died in the flames.
We have resources, hand crews, engine companies out there scouring the edge.
Community members, meanwhile, are joining forces to help their neighbors in need. From the creation of donation drop-offs.
You can't just sit around when people are in pain. You have to get up and do something.
To churches opening their doors to those whose congregations burned to the ground.
The church is not a building. The church is the people. And the church can worship anywhere.
And coming up on the second half of the newscast, all the latest news from showbiz coming up on Good Morning Maine.
Arcade has expanded, and we have dozens of new games to play. We have prize machines, including an entire section dedicated to your favorite modern games. We have games from the 80s and games from the 90s. Plus, we have the largest selection of indie arcade games in the country, along with 9-hole blacklight mini golf. We also have a brand new birthday party room. Hey, we have it all. Come on up to Orono and experience one of the most unique family entertainment centers in Maine.
Brandywine Graphics makes it easy. We are the top source for screen printing, embroidery, branded merchandise, and direct-to-garment printing. With 25 years experience, state-of-the-art equipment, and a commitment to excellence, why trust your apparel products with anyone else? And now, Brandywine Graphics can easily launch online stores for your school or organization. Simply design your products from brands like Eddie Bauer, Carhartt, and more. Share the link and we'll do the rest. Like we said, Brandywine Graphics makes it easy. Find out more at brandywinegraphics.com or at our Hamden location.
It's the Furniture Gallery's anniversary sale. Celebrate with us and save big. Queen mattresses as low as $198. Want to recline? Recliners start at just $298. Or upgrade to a power recliner for just $398. Reclining sofa and recliner, just $998. The Furniture Gallery anniversary prices don't stop there. Refresh your living room. Sofas starting at just $448. Complete your bedroom, 5-piece set for only $898. Support our Maine family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery.
Friday nights are for basketball fans. Friday Night Fast Break is your source for everything that is Maine high school basketball. Highlights and local analysis. It's the only show that hits every corner of Maine's hardwood hoop landscape, high school, college, and professional. Join us Friday night during basketball season for Friday Night Fast Break on ABC7 News at 11. Brought to you by Coastal Auto Parts, your local Napa Auto Parts dealer with 30 locations, owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
You're watching ABC7 Bangor.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith, and today is Monday, January 13th, 2025. It is definitely a Monday. I just yawned, and I'm feeling it all over my face, especially in my eyes. They feel watery. But moving on, today is National Clean Your Desk Day, which feels like such a Monday thing. It feels very appropriate. It's also, the first month of the year, so I think it's just a great way to start your week and year with a desk refresh. Maybe sanitize, so it'll help you from getting sick this flu season. Everybody is sick right now. It seems like I know all sorts of people who are sick right now. But also it could just help you clear your head out as well and get you off on the right foot for the rest of the week. So, just a suggestion. That is the national holiday for today. Okay, now for some history. In 1930, the Mickey Mouse comic strip first appeared in print. On this day in 1968, singer-songwriter Johnny Cash recorded the album Johnny Cash at Folsom Prison in front of an audience of some 2,000 inmates at California's Folsom Prison. In 1987, the 7 top New York City mafia bosses were sentenced to 100 years in prison each. In 1992, American serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer pleaded guilty, albeit insane. In 2012, the cruise ship the Costa Concordia, carrying some 4,200 people, ran aground and capsized off of Giglio Island in Italy, killing 32 passengers. It kind of stayed capsized in the water like this for a very long time, months and months. I believe it was about a year. Okay, I'll have to double check, but it was for months. Also, in 2021, President Donald Trump was impeached by the House of Representatives by a vote of 232 to 197 for incitement of an insurrection, kind of still dealing with issues in the fallout of that since then. And for birthdays today, we have actor Liam Hemsworth. He's 35 years old today. Actor Patrick Dempsey is 59. And actress Julia Louis-Dreyfus is 64. I should really know how to pronounce her last name. I love her. I grew up watching Seinfeld, as did a lot of us. But I don't know how to pronounce her last name, so I'm sorry about that. But moving on now, it looks like we may have some flurries in the sky today. Tomorrow, we're probably going to get enough snow that could accumulate a little bit. So let's speak to the forecast expert, Devin Biggs.
All righty, Emma, thank you very much. Happy Monday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by SR1 Companies. Visit SR1 in Herman, Turner, Manchester, and at our newest location, 485 Main Street in Orono. We have the best prices on trailers, campers, tractors, heavy equipment, and more. SR1 Companies, where New England's largest selection meets unbeatable prices. Here we go. This morning, we have a small crowd advisory in the southwestern parts of the state, and that will last until 7 a.m. as we head towards your Tuesday. Some active surf will be common from time to time in that area. But otherwise, not looking too bad this morning. Clouds are passing through. We might see a few flurries as well throughout the morning period, with a few peaks of sunshine here or there today as well. Let's zoom things out. Not looking too bad. Just a little wave of energy tracking from the southwest to the north and east. So again, a few flurries today. Otherwise, a mixture of clouds and some sunshine. So futurecast showing that break in the clouds. Otherwise, a few flurries possible. More snow on the way later on tonight, and also as we head towards your Tuesday. The wind's rather quiet today and again for tonight, but once we head towards your Tuesday, the winds may pick up just a little bit with a few gusts up to 15 miles per hour at times. Your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period showing a mostly cloudy sky to even a partly cloudy sky at times with a few flurries possible. Temperatures warming into the 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Emma?
Thank you, Devin. Now let's get a look at what's going on in Hollywood. Here's ABC's Chuck Silverston.
It's not about the money. It's about the challenge.
With a slow movie box office weekend, it didn't take much money to make it to #1. Den of Thieves 2, Pantera debuting on top, earning $15.5 million in the U.S.
I have a secret, Mufasa. I always wanted a brother.
Mufasa, The Lion King, adding $13.2 million in its fourth weekend, pushing its worldwide total past $539 million.
You're a colorful bunch.
Sonic the Hedgehog 3 followed with $11 million. Bethany Frankel has been helping provide emergency assistance to people in crisis for years with her Be Strong initiative. The entrepreneur, author, and reality star is now helping in the L.A. fires disaster. Be Strong has deployed resources to support all those affected, as well as first responders, providing them with critical supplies from warehouses. A big part is providing cash cards. Halle Berry and Sharon Stone on Instagram are supporting Jenna Cooper, a local real estate agent who has turned her Los Angeles home goods boutique and office into a fire relief pop-up. It's a place to donate and for those hurt by the fires to shop. A post on Berry's Instagram page reads, "I'm packing up my entire closet and heading over to Coop." Sharon Stone's Instagram page gives instructions on how to donate to the Coop. Chuck Severson, ABC News.
All right after the break, Jack Webb will have our sports updates. We'll be right back.
When disaster strikes, who do you call? Penobscot Cleaning Services for smoke and fire damage, water and storm damage, and even nasty mold. Who do you call? Penobscot Cleaning Services for the cleanest carpets, guaranteed. Who do you call? Penobscot Cleaning Services, from cleanup to restoration and everything in between. Wow! Tell your insurance company you want Penobscot Cleaning Services. Visit our website for more info. We'll restore things to normal in no time.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Frisky's World.
Come on, let's explore.
That's made with real salmon.
Look what I found. Little soups for cats.
There's the delicious taste of tuna we treasure.
Definitely coming back tomorrow.
Friskies, always more to explore.
Ghirardelli Intense Dark. Bold. Rich. Intensely delicious dark chocolate. Ghirardelli Intense Dark. Makes life a bite better.
Welcome back in, folks. We'll start with yet another top 10 matchup for Maine hockey as they look to compete the sweep of number 8, UMass Lowell. Maine took down the Riverhawks in Game 1 by a score of 3-1 behind 2 Harrison Scott goals. We picked this one up in the first period where Albin Boya makes a big save. The Black Bears get out on the rush. Taylor McCarr and Nolan Renwick working the 2-on-1 where Renwick buries the one-timer and Maine picks up right where they left off, a 1-0 lead. What a play there by those two. Maine back on the attack now due to a Riverhawk game misconduct. Brandon Holt fires a shot on net and Thomas Friel is there to clean it up. That's his 8th power play goal of the season. Riverhawks now looking to respond. Cole Delaney feeds Jacob McDonald, who buries the one-timer top shelf, bar down. Nasty stuff from McDonald. That cuts the Maine lead in half. Third period, Lowell looking to equalize, but Boya sprawls out, makes an incredible save to keep the Black Bear lead. Boya would save 15 shots in the third period, and Maine beats Lowell 2-1 to complete the top 10 sweep. That's not just any top 10 sweep. That's a road top 10 sweep. Maine now moves to third in the pairwise rankings. To the hardwood now. Saturday was an action-packed day of hoops, and we'll start with the Maine men hosting Albany. Both teams came into this matchup 1-1 in conference play, with Maine coming off a win against Binghamton on Thursday. We pick it up third quarter. Maine up 20. Kasper Kalazic drains the 3 to try and bring Albany back. Shortly after, Chris Mantis fires a bullet to Killian Gribben, who then lays it in for 2. What a pass there from Mantis. They were spreading the ball all day long. Maine again on the attack. Kellen Times rips a pass to A.J. Lopez, who buries the corner 3. Lopez had 16 in this contest. Albany trying to climb back as Amari Marshall drains the mid-range J, but this one would be all Black Bears. Here we go. Gribben blocks a shot, which gets Maine out on the break. Stay with me with the camera work. Mantis buries the corner 3. He had 17. He led the Black Bears with points. 5 3-pointers from Mantis. Tynes again on the attack. This time he finds Jaden Clayton, who knocks down the 3. Clayton added 16. Maine knocked down 11 triples in the 87-66 win, marking their 2nd win in a row.
Thought it was just a great team effort across the board. You got multiple efforts from different guys. 24 assists, 10 turnovers. That team's right around with us in terms of forcing turnovers in the league, top 40 in the country. So I thought we handled their pressure in the half court well, took care of the basketball, got great shots, shot a high percentage.
We flip the script and head to Albany now, where the Maine women have had some great battles over the past few years, and today was no different. We skip to the fourth quarter, where Caroline Borman will not be denied in the post. She extends Maine's lead to 3. In ensuing possession, Albany's Lily Phillips finds herself wide open and knocks down the triple to tie this one up. Later in the fourth now, Sarah Hodgson and Borman running the nice give and go to perfection to give Maine a 1-point lead. Shortly after, though, Kayla Cooper feeds Phillips for the easy 2 and gives Albany the 2-point lead. 1 possession game now, under a minute left. Cooper goes on the attack, muscles her way to the basket to ice the game. Albany wins this one 60-55. We will head back to Orono now as the Mattanock Academy Lynx travel down to take on the Red Riots. We're going to pick this one up in the third quarter. Lynx making the trip down to Orono on this snowy Saturday afternoon. Addison Sear goes to work in the post to extend their lead to 9. Shortly after, Riots now on the attack. Carmen Miller tosses up the floater, gets it to go. We go to the fourth now. Megan House receives the pass and just buries the tray ball. That was nothing but net. Barely even touched the net to extend the Lynx lead. Orono trying to fight back. It's Miller again. This time banks in the great jump shot there, but Madanakuk would take control as Sear feeds Lily Wanton, who executes a beautiful step through, and the Lynx win this one 67-42. We will now take a look at some other scores from around the region. Coney over Brewer 68-60. That's a good upset there. In Class A boys, Lawrence in a tight one 49-48 over Nokomis. Bucksport girls over PCHS 46-32. And then in other Class C girls basketball, PVHS over Calais 81-19. We've got one more highlight to show you as Maine native and Duke phenom Cooper Flagg had a career and historic day against the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. We will get right to the action in this one. First half, Blue Devils up 11. Cooper Flagg knocks down the corner three to put Duke up 14. Later on in the first, Blue Devils up 8. Flagg hits another three from basically the same exact spot to put Duke up 11. We'll go to the second half now. Duke up 8. Flagg drills the pull-up triple. Flagg had 4 3-pointers on the day, just showing off his range of scoring against the Notre Dame Fighting Irish this afternoon. Now Flagg is going to receive the pass, cut down the lane, and throw down this tomahawk hammer dunk. Flagg finished with a career high in ACC freshman record along with a Duke record, 42 points on just 11 of 14 from the floor as Duke rolls to an 86-78 win. Here's what Flagg had to say about his historic night.
But, it doesn't really affect me either way. So, I mean, I kind of knew the whole time, but I was just out there playing. When I'm in the game, I don't really know what's going on, so I'm just playing locked in. I mean, I'm really just trying to do whatever it takes to win the game out there. So, I mean, from the start, they kind of were off me, just leaving me open in the corner a couple times early. So I'm just going to take the open shots and make the right play. And tonight, it was putting the ball in the basket.
Look, I know I've said it before, but I think Cooper should have been at Nokomis today playing Lawrence, but instead he's at Duke, setting a single-game record over the likes of Zion Williamson, Jason Tatum, and some other Duke greats. It's just insane. That is all the time we have for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
This intrigued me a little more into the engine side of things. And being able to be hands-on at all times makes it the funnest.
When it's time to replace your windows or doors, get the benefits of over 75 years of experience in building product sales and service from Hammond Lumber Company. In-store showroom displays with the latest design trends from top manufacturers. Knowledgeable, fully trained salespeople and in-house design services. A team of certified techs providing service after the sale, and job site delivery from 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. When it's time for new windows and doors, it's time to bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Being able to take care of myself in the wilderness, you really get the full experience of what your future might look like.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith. Another popular Maine winter activity is now facing warmer weather and shorter seasons. WGME's Allison LaPierre spoke with a Maine smelt camp owner who is sharing his struggles with a warming climate and his hopes for a cold winter.
The last 2 years have been devastating to the industry for the smelt fish.
Jim McPherson has owned a smelt fishing shack for decades. In the last 2 years, the business has been rough, with barely enough ice to get out on the water. He's hoping this season things will turn around.
Good ice now, probably about 6 inches. And it looks like the long-range forecast is for some colder weather, so I'm hoping it's going to be a decent season. I'll be able to get on this year.
McPherson has run Jim's Camps in Bodenham for over 45 years. In that time, he's seen several other shacks go out of business as he watches the smelt fishing season get shorter and shorter.
Prior to the last 10 years, it was not uncommon to be on for Christmas and stay right on till the beginning of March. And now it's second, third week in January till sometimes the end of February.
This year is no exception. It's 2 weeks into January and McPherson's crew were hard at work gearing up for fishermen to use the 4-person ice shacks, all equipped with seats and heaters. McPherson is hoping to put out all 20 camps this year and says people can start using them once the ice is at least 6 inches thick and the weather is consistently cold. And McPherson told us the wait may almost be over. He's hoping to open up next weekend.
Hopefully this year it'll be cold and stay cold and we'll get somewhat of a season out of it.
All right, now here's meteorologist Evan Biggs with our full weather forecast.
Alrighty, Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by SR1 Companies. Visit SR1 in Herman, Turner, Manchester, and at our newest location, 485 Main Street in Orono. We have the best prices on trailers, campers, tractors, heavy equipment, and more. SR1 Companies, where New England's largest selection meets unbeatable prices. Here we go this morning, a small crowd advisory across the southwestern parts of the state, and that will last until about 7 a.m. as we head towards your Tuesday. Some after surf will be possible in that area at times. Let's check in on the wave heights right now. 2 to 4 feet, not too bad out there, but notice further out towards sea, around 9 to 10 foot wave heights have been observed from time to time. So of course, we'll keep an eye on the wave heights as it does develop. We do have some clouds developing, tracking from the southwest and going toward the north and east. A few flurries have been greeting us as well. We'll also have some sunshine peeking out later on today too, as we're watching this little wave of energy tracking from the southwest and going to the north and east, but meanwhile some rain developing across the southern parts of the U.S. this morning. Futurecast moving forward, a mostly cloudy sky with a few flurries possible today. Some sunshine may peek out from time to time too. More clouds moving later on this afternoon and also into the evening time frame with snow on the way overnight. And also as we head towards your Tuesday, we'll watch for on and off snow showers again throughout Tuesday before it starts to back off Tuesday night and the parts of your Wednesday. So let's talk about snow accumulation. Not a whole lot on the way, maybe around an inch before we're all finished up throughout Tuesday. Maybe a few spots getting close to 2 inches, but otherwise that's about it. Nothing too crazy on the way for us in the snowfall department. But today the winds are quiet and the winds will remain quiet later on tonight. But once we get towards tomorrow, the winds may pick up a little bit with a few gusts getting close to 15, maybe 20 miles per hour at times. But otherwise your forecast coming out for today showing lower 30s, mostly cloudy, a few flurries on the way from time to time. And yes, we'll also see some sunshine as well, with the wind overall looking nice and calm. Tonight, 20 degrees under a mostly cloudy sky, some snow showers on the way, with the wind overall looking nice and calm. And for tomorrow, lower 30s, mostly cloudy, snow showers on and off again. That west wind at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Some higher gusts cannot be ruled out. Let's check out your extended forecast brought to you by SR1 Companies. Partly cloudy on Wednesday with highs in the mid-20s. Increasing clouds on Thursday with highs in the low 20s and low 30s for your Friday under a partly cloudy sky.
Toss out the mess. Toss in the power sheet. Toss out pricey. Now toss like a boss. Arm & Hammer Power Sheets clean 3 times more small loads than premium towel detergent at the same price.
A new year and a new adventure with the perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. With pure power unleashed and future-forward technology. Because every mile matters, and every path leads to new possibilities.
Qualified Chevy lessees can get this 2025 Silverado for around $409 a month, or current Chevy owners can get $5,000 total cash allowance.
Tanning season is here, and Gold Star Cleaners is the place to tan with over 25 years experience in the industry. Did you know all tanning packages don't expire for 2 full years? And no membership is required. Gold Star Cleaners doesn't upcharge. Tan in any bed or booth, and it's the same price. And we give every customer free Winkies for the best eye care protection in the industry.
January special, buy 20 visits and get $25 off. That's only $3.75 a tan. Start your glow at Gold Star Cleaners.
Gun Sports and Brewer knows that for fun, exercise, and meeting new friends, nothing is better than ice skating. Whether it's sailing down the ice, making a great pass, and scoring in a game of hockey, or the grace, strength, and expression of figure skating. From the youngest child all the way to adulthood, anyone can enjoy the fun of skating. At Gun Sports, we supply the equipment for your skating fun for great prices, the proper fit, and service after the sale. Shop your locally owned Gun Sports Shop, Greenpoint Road in Brewer.
Memorial is in the works in the town of Sorrento, but it needs some help to come to fruition. Sorrento Fire Department Chief Joey Clark says he would like to create a memorial in his town to honor past firefighters. Currently, he's working on getting a team together to help with the planning, design, and budgeting process. According to Clark, his ideal board would consist of at least 6 volunteers, some of which who have experience with the planning process of past memorials. Clark says he wants the memorial to be something everyone can enjoy and learn from.
I want them to be able to come, enjoy the monument, and learn, the past people that have given their time and have their community spirit, helping out their community and the time that they put in for it.
Anyone interested in volunteering can inquire through the Sorrento Town Office. Motorsports enthusiasts all over the state had the chance to get together this weekend. The Northeast Motorsports Expo returned to the Augusta Civic Center, welcoming small businesses, car dealerships, drivers, and everyone in between. Organizers say the event offers a space for everyone from drag racers to go-kart fanatics to gather before racing season.
This has always been the traditional kickoff to the race season. Daytona is just around the corner, and this gets people motivated.
The expo wrapped up on Sunday and will be back in Augusta in 2026. All right, looks like we're about out of time for the show today. If you missed anything, you can head to foxbangor.com. We'll start a renewed hour of Good Morning Maine next on Fox 22, and I hope you have a great Monday.
At Old Town Redemption Center, we are always ready to help with any fundraisers or bottle drives. We are here to help our community. Like and follow us on Facebook for upcoming weekly holiday giveaways and our monthly $100 drawing.
You come alive in the dead of winter and start work early on snow days, because snowed in is not an option. The Kubota Snow lineup of compact tractors, RTVs, and versatile attachments are built to move, plow, blow, and thrive in the winter. So when the snow falls, you could rise to meet it. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months, plus save up to $300.
Available at Doors Equipment, 1468 Outer Hammond Street, Bangor.
Rowell's Garage has been serving customers in the greater Dover-Foxcroft region since 1946. Our goal is not just selling you a vehicle, but also giving you quality service to maintain your vehicle at peak performance. Browse our inventory online or in person. Whether it's a car, truck, or SUV, we can put you in the vehicle that is right for you. Sales, service, and parts. Rowell's Garage, doing business the right way every day.
Welcome to Residential Roofers, your trusted local contractor for over 30 years. From groundwork to roofing, siding, windows, and doors, we've been transforming homes and businesses with premium craftsmanship and materials. We understand the value of your investment. That's why we're committed to your complete satisfaction, whether it's enhancing curb appeal or improving functionality. Ready to bring your vision to life? Call us today for a no-obligation free estimate at 991-1502. Trust your home to Residential Roofers.
At Old Town Redemption Center, we are always ready to help with any fundraisers or bottle drives. We are here to help our community. Like and follow us on Facebook for upcoming weekly holiday giveaways and our monthly $100 drawing.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
From the Great Northwoods to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, drunk driving was the cause of a car versus plow truck crash on Route 2 over the weekend. Plus, tax inspectors are going around Bangor to reevaluate homes. And Lincoln has a new police chief. We'll learn about his goals for the town. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith and thank you for tuning in on this Monday morning. Let's start off the morning with a look at that forecast. We do have a little bit of snow in the forecast, so let's check it out with meteorologist Devin Biggs.
All righty, Emma, thank you very much. Happy Monday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by SR1 Companies. Visit SR1 in Herman, Turner, Manchester, and at our newest location, 485 Main Street in Orono. We have